Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And like the sands with the hourglass, I'm your face of fox, Elias Gallegos.
You are like the days of our lives.
And this is New Mexico Style.
Yes, welcome to New Mexico Style. It's Friday. This was a really short week.
It was, but it felt longer.
It did, right? Well, Monday we did our special Face of Fox special.
That's right.
And then you were here Tuesday, I was off. And then here we are, it's already Friday. But it did seem like a little bit of a stretchy stretch. I don't know why.
You're so far away from me.
What does that 80s song have to do with anything?
Friday seems so far away.
You're spending way too much time with me. Okay, I have to ask you a question, because you're a Santa Fe native.
I am.
So, did you go to Zozobra?
I did not go to Zozobra last night. I had to do the show this morning, so I was a good boy. I had rehearsal for the play I'm doing, Moon Over Buffalo, at Santa Fe Playhouse.
Shameless, wow, shameless plug right there.
But I didn't go, but I should have gone out.
I was scared.
I should have, because my friends called me all night and harassed me.
They did?
Yeah.
I was scared.
I should call them now.
Really?
I know
and wake them up at 8 o'clock, exactly, get them back. Yeah, I did not go to Zozobra, although I practiced my very special own ritual at my house. I made a list of things I want to burn if I was to burn anything, but I didn't burn anything because I didn't want to start a fire in my home.
Que viva!
Well, listen to what happened. Thousands of people did gather in Santa Fe Thursday for the burning of Zozobra, even though wind delayed Old Man Gloom's demise by more than an hour.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you, Elias. You know that those kind of things scare me. And like I said yesterday, I love what it represents, but you know I'm afraid of like big statues and kind of crazy, creepy, scary faces and stuff.
Yes.
It scares me, and the sound scares me slightly as well. But the tradition, I think, is fantastic. This tradition dates back to 1924 and kicks off the 3-day fiestas de Santa Fe, of course. And this year, organizers raised the price of tickets by $5 to make it $20 at the gate, but it did not deter folks from showing up to see Old Man Gloom go up in those flames.
I'm telling you, I've seen this Zozobra since I was a little kid,
Really?
and I had the opportunity to see it last year. Two Casa Fox sent me
remember
last
that,
year.
yeah.
And Ray Sandoval, he's one of the organizers. I went to high school with him. He's a a staple for Zozobra at Kiwanis.
Nice.
The shows, I mean, it's like the pyrotechnics. It's come a tremendously long way.
As a little kid, were you scared at all or no?
No, que viva! You don't get scared.
Please don't do that though. The roars, the scares. I don't know what. You know what? I got to get over this fear because it's the same thing like my Statue of Liberty thing. You know, I'm afraid of that. Let's not go there. I love what all these things represent. I just get scared of some things that just freak me out a little bit.
Should I go statue on you?
But no. But I did. Please don't. But did you make a list of things you want to, like troubles you want to throw away and toss in the garbage?
I did, and then when I tried to get it to the park, and they said, "Sir, you cannot bring phone books into the park." And I was like, "This is my list of troubles."
Is that long? No, it can't be that bad. It's not. You know what? I said that to Chris yesterday. I started making a list as a joke because I think I have so many things wrong. But you know, we got to count our blessings. There's so many things right, and I guess the lesson of this Friday is focus on the positive.
And que viva.
And
Las
again,
fiestas.
for the 90th time, que viva.
You have to go downtown and to Santa Fe, go to fiestas, and meet the fiesta ghost.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
The
a true
mystery
story.
is on. I like that. Okay. Well, let's check in with the mysterious KRQE News 13 anchor, Elizabeth Alvarez, who has this morning's headlines. Oh, she's zen. She's very zen today.
Yes, I just pray and meditate my worries away.
I like that.
That's what
like
I
that.
do.
I'm going
works.
to try
It helps.
that.
At least it helps me.
Happy
What?
Friday.
You are scared of Lady Liberty, Miss New Jersey, New
Let's
Yorker
save that
girl?
for a whole new special called New
Yeah,
Mexico
I want
Style
to hear
Doesn't
about
Make Sense.
that.
Yeah.
That is interesting. All right.
I don't know why I said that on the air. I forgot that I've never said that on the air before, and that everybody should know something so stupid about me, but it's not smart.
Interesting. All right, Nikki, we'll ask you about that later. Happy Friday, folks. Let's begin talking about this morning how the people pushing for Albuquerque to raise the minimum wage here are going to court to get the question on the ballot in November. The group is called Olay. It collected 26,000 signatures, more than enough to get it to a public vote. But before that happens, the city council has to vote on it. But that is not happening because there's a typo on the petition.
There is a state law that requires that the governing body produce and pass an election resolution in order for the city clerk, me, to have an election.
Ole wants a judge to order that the minimum wage question go on the ballot. They want minimum wage to go from $7.50 to $8.50 an hour. We now know the teens involved in a high school hazing case will be sentenced for the crime sometime next month. Jeremiah Carroll and Jake Sanchez pleaded no contest to aggravated battery yesterday for an incident that happened back in 2010. Police say they sexually abused a fellow Valencia high school football player. The teens originally were facing charges of rape and kidnapping, but as part of their plea deal, they will be sentenced as juveniles, which means they cannot stay in jail past their 21st birthdays. Another teen, Curtis Peralta, pled guilty to contributing to the delinquency of a minor for not stopping the attack. All right, take a look at this. Some viewers in the town of Bernalillo sent us these pictures, I think that you're about to see in a moment, of what is coming out of their water faucets. My goodness. Not to worry, though, according to the town water authority, that ugly yellow color is the result of an iron oxide treatment to get rid of any traces of arsenic. Officials say they're putting in new pipes and replacing old ones, so they have to do this. Now, crews are flushing the system through fire hydrants, and you can do the same by running your faucets and watering your lawn until it runs clear. By the way, they say the extra iron is not harmful. Again, they say no need to panic here. Just, I guess, looks uglier than really that you need to worry about. With or without alcohol? That is the question students who live at Lobo Village will have to answer soon. Right now, drinking is allowed at all the apartments on the South Campus, but the university says that's causing some party problems. So now UNM is having resident advisors check up on the apartments at night. They're also going to limit how many people can be in one room at one time. And next school year, one of the buildings will even be dry.
Is this a party place?
Not really, no. There's a few parties, but it doesn't get out of hand. Security's tight. Everybody's usually here just having a good time. If you want to party, you go out.
Lobo Village is the only place alcohol is allowed in student housing at UNM. President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden are both going back on the campaign trail today. They accepted their party's nomination and explained why they deserve 4 more years last night. Elizabeth Corridon has a wrap-up of the Democratic National Convention.
You didn't elect me to tell you what you wanted to hear. You elected me to tell you the truth.
President Barack Obama fighting to keep his job and laying it all on the line at the Democratic National Convention.
And the truth is, it will take more than a few years for us to solve challenges that have built up over decades. But know this, America, our problems can be solved. Our challenges can be met.
The president defending his first 4 years in office and making a pledge for the next 4.
I'm asking you to rally around a set of goals for your country. Goals in manufacturing, energy, education, national security, and the deficit. Real, achievable plans that will lead to new jobs, more opportunity, and rebuild this economy on a stronger foundation. That's what we can do in the next 4 years, and that is why I am running for a second term as President of the United States.
Vice President Joe Biden assuring voters his boss is the man to lead the country forward.
Bravery resides in the heart of Barack Obama, and time again, I witnessed him summon it. This man has courage in his soul, compassion in his heart, and a spine of steel.
Touting 2 of the administration's biggest accomplishments.
Osama bin Laden is dead, and General Motors is alive.
In one of the most poignant moments of the entire convention, former Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords led the Pledge of Allegiance.
Liberty and justice for all.
As the euphoria dies down, the hard work begins for both parties as they try to get out the vote in what promises to be a tight contest. I'm Elizabeth Corridon reporting.
President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden will be campaigning together today in New Hampshire and Iowa. Mitt Romney will also be in New Hampshire, and Paul Ryan heads to Nevada. That wraps it up for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Nikki Elias sending it back to you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Elizabeth. Have a good weekend.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
You know, I will never discuss my political persuasions on the show because I like to remain objective in this business. However, I will say this: I think it's so important to watch both. I have watched both the Republican convention. I watched the Democratic convention. There were poignant moments in both. There were special moments. There were sentimental moments.
Patriotic moments.
Well, I think that was the whole message on both sides, really. And I think that it's just really important. You know, we're getting so close to that time where we have to vote. And, you know, we vote on American Idol. We vote on The Voice. We vote on The Face of Fox. Whatever it is. Do you know what I'm saying? We get so involved in these pop culture things and these things that maybe won't necessarily change our lives, but we get really excited about. So we vote and we make it the time to express our opinions. And I just highly recommend just do the same thing. We are in a country where we have that right. So it's so important to use it. Absolutely. And you know, whatever your choice is, just try to be informed by both sides, because you know, I think the only thing I will say opinionated wise is, you know, when you're too extreme one way and you close your mind, it doesn't give you a chance to really look at the possibilities.
You don't want to ostrich out. Stick your head in the sand, don't.
If that's how you want it. Exactly. Whatever the case is, that's my platform for the day, to say, hey, just be informed and try to get an idea from both, and always have an open mind, because ultimately all that really matters, we all want the same thing. We want peace, we want freedom, and we want to be happy and have a successful lives for us and future generations. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You're very welcome,
Nicely
Elias.
put.
Thank you so much. Okay, changing subjects. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's a chance to say goodbye to a retiring space shuttle, and it's happening right here in New Mexico.
The shuttle Endeavour will fly piggyback aboard a Boeing 747 over White Sands Missile Range and Las Cruces on its farewell voyage across America on September 19th. The shuttle is scheduled to arrive in New Mexico between 11 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Endeavour is headed to California, where it'll be retired.
It's exciting, though,
I want to take a vote on that. I love the space shuttle. I grew up with the space shuttle.
You really want to go to space, huh? That's like your dream,
I
right?
live in space most of the time.
He kind of just wants to go to the moon more than anything, don't you?
Yeah,
to the moon and back. Wait, what's the line?
To the moon and back, Alice.
Okay, now a nonprofit organization that helps thousands of underprivileged kids get a better education now needs your help.
Educate New Mexico grants scholarships to K-12 students from low-income families, so these kids can attend the private school of their choice.
Yeah, it's so important. Educate New Mexico's big fundraiser is taking place Saturday, September 15th, and Dance Night is a festive evening of dance lessons and performances by Enchantment Dancing. You love it there. And they'll also be offering cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, as well as a silent auction.
The event is from 6 to 8 at the Highland Theater, but the first 10 people who register by noon today get 10 free tickets to the dance night. When registering, just go ahead and click pay at the door on the pay button and put KRQE next to your first name to redeem the tickets.
Yes, don't get confused. Although you are watching Two Cots Fox, click on that KRQE.
Yes,
that's
KRQE.
what will get you in. And I think that's a wonderful opportunity. And we love enchantment dancing. We love to see people get out and do fun things like dance and do it for a good cause.
Maybe they'll hire me I can teach moonwalk.
You can. Or what about? Can you do the robot? No, this is the robot.
I can do the statue.
Please don't do the statue. Please don't do the statue. According to Educate New Mexico, by the way, 3,000 low-income kids apply each year for assistance, and students are selected by a lottery system, and up to 75% of tuition costs are covered. That's good to know, huh?
That's a great opportunity.
All the help we can get. And, you know, we talked about the tradition of the Zozobra at the top of the show. We're talking a lot about traditions, and many New Mexico traditions date back hundreds of years, but one family is starting a new one, the Viva New Mexico Chili Festival.
The Wagner family has been farming in the Middle Rio Grande Valley for a century, and you can take advantage of the farm fresh produce and family-friendly fun Saturday and Sunday at the Los Lunas location.
Yes, visit VivaChiliFestival.com for all the details, and of course, if you go back on Casa.com, you can check back on, we've done 2 segments with Roxanne and Jimmy. We did one with Roxanne and Jonna as we cooked in the kitchen, talking a little bit about some of the food that will be at that festival. And then last week we spoke to Roxanne and her husband, who are owners of Wagner Farms. So they're using, of course, all Wagner Farms chili.
It's beautiful out there, too.
And I have not been there yet. I really want to get out there.
Go.
Go.
Get some chili.
Get some motivation. Now, it looks like it's another busy season at the box office as well.
That's right. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin gives us a sneak peek at the blockbusters hitting the big screen.
Just doing a final pass. Turn the page on a new romantic drama led by Bradley Cooper as he plays a struggling writer who falls upon the words of another and uses them for his own stardom, though of course not without consequence.
I'm not who I thought I was.
The film co-stars Jeremy Irons, Dennis Quaid, Olivia Wilde, and Zoe Saldana.
It's family. Family.
It's a unique father-son vacation when Bruce Willis gets on board, bringing the action in the cold light of day.
That's not the job I do at the embassy.
The thriller has Willis taking on big-screen CIA duties with a catch as his family is kidnapped in Spain and he and his son go on a mission to rescue them. The ladies of Bachelorette take their walk down the theater aisle with a quirky comedy about three friends who prove the bride isn't the only one allowed to go crazy over a wedding.
Downstairs, centerpieces for the reception. Take some peonies from there, new bouquet up here, 40 minutes.
Some may have already witnessed the shenanigans at home, since the film was released on video on demand before its nationwide theatrical run.
Slow down. Slow down.
Enough moviegoers were lured in by The Possession to put that scary movie into the current #1 spot. So, the supernatural tale could continue to captivate audiences as they all go another round at the box office.
Once the box is open, people die.
In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
I keep saying I'm going to go to the movies and then I don't. There's so many good ones out there.
I don't like scary movies.
I don't like scary movies. Well, shockingly, I don't even, I'm afraid of statues and I can watch the scary
I'm going to
movies.
make a movie, Attack of the Statues. It's an action movie. I'm working on it.
Nice friend. You know what happens? I think the problem is I get so caught up with television, and when I finally have some free time, I end up going on demand and watching all my shows and watching my DVR, and you know, that's what happens, and it's only going to get worse because the season is starting. I mean, X Factor is next week, and speaking of X Factor, new X Factor judge Demi Lovato led the parade of stars at the MTV Video Music Awards last night, which I also watched. Really cool show. You know, I think it was the 29th year or something, which really made me feel old.
Is that right?
I don't know. It was in the. It's been around for quite a while, maybe 26. These awards are one of the biggest nights in the music industry. It draws the biggest names in the business.
And Fox caught up with Twilight actor Jackson Rothbone and X Factor finalist Chris Renee.
I think it's when all the craziest people in the industry get together and have fun. I mean, you get to see all these gigantic personalities come together, and you see these kind of these monoliths of entertainment. It's very exciting. I'm excited to see what happens inside.
Oh, you better believe that. X Factor's gonna take over. Season 2, it's going down. I'm tweeting about it. I'm seeing everybody, all the Renalians. Come on, dude. The Love Addicts, Demi Lovato, Britney Spears. Everyone's going off right now.
Have you got to meet Britney or Demi?
Nope, not yet. But I'm gonna take them both out to a movie soon. I think they're gonna be great. You know, I know they both know exactly what they're talking about. They've been through it. They've done it. And Britney's gonna tell them straight up how it is because I've seen some of the previous, and we're gonna see a lot of different things. I mean, I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, so, you know, if you didn't watch X Factor, you want to know that that was a success story. That was Chris Renee. Remember what he sang?
I don't, but...
Young homie, what you tripping on?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That I got it on.
Shaquille O'Neal just called. He said he wants his sunglasses back.
Those sunglasses were a little big for his face. But no, he was one of the success stories. Young homie did really well.
Yeah, no, he was a very dynamic artist.
And that was an original song.
Inspiring story.
Yeah.
To boot.
Which always adds a nice element to a lot of these things. Now, going back to the MTV Awards, I loved it. It opened with Rihanna.
Yeah, the top honor of the night, video of the year, going to Rihanna for her hit, We Found Love.
Nah. Our favorite song. I even wore my yellow diamonds in honor of Rihanna's win.
That one, right?
Yes, yes. It's one of our favorite songs. Come on now. So, you know, I love listening to her talk as well. And she cut her hair. She's back to the original au naturel look, and she looked fabulous. And another cool moment of the night was Lil Wayne's performance.
Lil Wayne.
He was really good. And I also enjoyed seeing Pink Pink was really good as well.
Yes, Pink is, she's hard not to like.
She's very fun. She's very, very fun, even though she's blonde, not pink now. And the show wrapped up with a great performance by Taylor Swift, who sang, you know, the big song, We'll Never, Ever Get Back Together Again.
Right.
What's it called? You know what I'm talking about, right? the big Taylor Swift song. It was really cute.
I definitely know I can't perform it, but.
Please, yeah, don't, you know, maybe, but you can do Lil Wayne.
I'll stick to statues.
Do you want to, don't do statues. Can you do your Lil Wayne impression for everybody?
Well, which one?
I don't know, just pick one. You blew your moment. This was your moment. This is what happens.
I can just do Lil Wayne. I did Lil Wayne Twain.
Okay, that was very good, Elias.
Thank you.
I can do Jay-Z. Speaking of Jay-Z.
Rockefeller, y'all.
You know what? Alicia Keys, that was another good moment. Alicia
What about,
Keys
you haven't said
performed.
anything about Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart.
Oh, he was hysterical.
I love Kevin Hart.
He did a really good monologue at the beginning, making a joke about Drake and Chris Brown fighting in the club. That was actually really good. So anyway, I'm sure they'll repeat it about 700 times.
Sure.
And speaking of repeating things, you know, the sunshine, the heat, it's been repeating every day. But although Kristen Van Dyke is out on assignment this morning.
Yeah, she's on a cool assignment.
She did make sure to get us that great weather forecast.
We're approaching a cooling trend.
I hope so.